an advanced home control, comfort, and security system for under $500. I promise, Bill Gates' home can't be much more automated than my 110-year-old home is. A 900 square foot pink stucco home I bought in 2010 for $14,800. I've lived in my home for 5 years. One day about a year ago, someone tried to enter my home while I was asleep. The perpetrator did this by trying to enter by sliding up a vertically opening window on my front porch, which was in front of the room next to where I was sleeping. I interrupted this home invader, and instead of running away because I caught him trying to climb in my window, he confronted me and broke my window out in retaliation when he heard me calling 911. Needless to say, I've been shopping for a home security system for the last 6 months. I've used a motion detector that covers my living room and kitchen. This device rings a bell and flashes a light next to my bed if someone walks through these 2 rooms, which is where my 2 entrance doors are. For 2 years, I considered buying the SimpliSafe protection system. It has everything ADT offers, except it's $229 up front and a monthly monitoring fee of just $15 with no contract whatsoever. This is for cellular-based protection in case an intruder cuts the phone line before attempting a break-in. ADT charges $45 a month for this same service. Before this home, I owned a 14-foot by 80-foot mobile home. I had totally automated that home with a system known as X10. This is a system that has been around since 1978 and has been continuously expanded and lets you remotely control everything from lights and appliances to even your air conditioning and your furnace. When I say remotely, I could be in my office and with the push of a button or a mouse click, turn on every light in my home. I could even dial into my home to turn things on, like my furnace, and off, like my furnace, with nothing more than a security pin and a device number. X10 sells security systems that tie into the X10 home control systems. For example, when the alarm goes off, in addition to a loud horn honking off and on, all the lights on controllers, 97% of all the lights in my house, even the front porch light, start flashing to scare away the intruder. After activation, the alarm system will dial up to 4 numbers, starting with my cell phone number, and play a personal recording advising me and others that I designate of what is happening in my home. Then with the push of a key, anyone called can activate a microphone and listen into my home to determine if there's an actual break-in or not. So far, I've got $350 invested in the security system, 20 light and appliance modules, and remote controls that simply plug into the wall and uses the house power lines to transmit signals to the control modules. I also purchased the Magic Jack Plus device for $49 to give me a live home line. So I've spent just over $400 for my entire system, including the computer interface that programs a controller, and all the programmed events are automated even while the computer is turned off. I can also purchase extra controllers and modules on eBay for about $10 a piece. To keep me safe at night, I have 6 lights in 4 rooms that turn on and off all night long, making it look like someone is up and moving around the house, even at 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Actually, until the sun rises. The computerized controller offers dawn and dusk settings as 2 of the available settings. These are low wattage lights that give the impression that someone is awake in all the different rooms of my house. I have calculated what it costs me to run these lights, and the total cost for electricity is less than $6 a month. I am also planning on adding SimpliSafe electronic door locks on both front and rear doors. This will cost about $200, but will give me incredible control over who can enter my doors by opening the door locks. These locks work 3 ways: with a traditional key, with a code entered on a keypad at the door, or by a key fob where you can lock and unlock the door up to 50 feet away from the house. This means that once I park my car, I can turn on inside and outside security lights, turn my alarm off, and unlock my doors, all from where I'm parked, before I unload my car. Sweet. My only challenge will be to disguise my phone line so my security system will work regardless of what someone outside of my house tries to do to disarm my security system. Even after 20 years of using X10 modules, controllers, and computer interfaces, I recently discovered a new device, a remote computer timer-controlled setback thermostat control module. Tell me if this is not genius. The point of any setback thermostat is to make your furnace run less, especially when you are not home or your family is in bed. I actually have a battery-powered programmable thermostat that I recently overrode it with an X10 module that simply turns the furnace on and off by remote control at my direction, which is actually what I prefer. But this new device takes it one step further. Here's the genius. It's a module that you mount with double stick tape to the wall under your thermostat. It warms the air under your thermostat, fooling it to thinking the room is actually warmer than it is, making your furnace run less, and it's simply adjusted, in addition to optionally not only being remotely but also computer timer controlled. I've tested this product exhaustively. Set on low, it heats the thermostat 9 degrees. On medium, 12 to 13 degrees. And on high, 18 to 20 degrees. The medium setting works perfect for me as described in the following 2 paragraphs. The minimum setting on my thermostat is 45 degrees, but what I really want is 30 degrees, just warm enough to keep my plumbing from freezing. I've even gone to the hardware store to find a thermostat that can be set lower, but 43 was about as low as I could find. The new device warms 32 degree room temperature air to 45, but if my house drops below 32 degrees, the thermostat will fire the furnace, keeping my plumbing safe. So I've easily configured a 100-year-old home with total light, appliance, comfort, cooling, heating, and security control, all under local and programmable computer control for about $500. And into the future, for all of this, I pay just $1.66 a month to the Magic Jack Company for a phone line with a dial tone. So when the security alarm goes off, you can dial my cell phone. Add another $6 a month for electricity for my interior light sequence that makes it look like someone is up in my house all night long.